All right, boys, here we go. Hmm. Hmm. Yo, what's up, Cheesy? Welcome to the stream, man. Are you a Dodgers fan, by the way? If you're a Chargers fan, or is it Chargers and Angels? Are those the two clubs? Actually, no. I guess Chargers are kind of like a later arrival to LA, so we wouldn't really have a choice of either of them yet. Alrighty, two clubs. Or do you just not watch baseball at all? Alrighty. Oh, I want to get the Serpientes jersey so bad, bro. Holy shit, dude. Alrighty, boys. Brandon fought. 5-2. Tied for the most wins in MLB this year for Brandon. See if he can get number 6 tonight. Here's Shohei. And the first pitch is low for ball 1, and we're underway here in Arizona. Maybe we're not in Arizona. No, we are in Arizona. Holy shit, there's so many Dodgers fans. Oh my god. And the pitch swung on, well hit, center field, and it's right to Alec Thomas. Well, it's not really right to him, but it's close enough. And pitches high for ball 1. Thought pitching righty here today. And look at Betts to the plate, batting ready. Swung on, fouled back, fastball right down the middle. Wind up and the pitch swung on, well hit up the middle, and Alec Thomas ranging back will make the play. Here we go, 2 down, 5 pitches in for Brandon Pfaadt. Here's Freddie Freeman batting lefty. Wind up and the pitch swung on, fouled off for third base side. Damn, it's freaking dark in here, bro. Why is it so dark? Oh, another light went out over there. That's why. Damn. Here we go. Wind up. And the 0-1 pitch is way high outside. Ball one. First ball of the game for Brandon Pfaadt. Actually, no, it's not. That's a lie. Don't listen to me. I think it's second. Wind up. And the 1-1 pitch, way inside, ball two. Wind up. And the 2-1 pitch, strike two right down the middle. Into the count. Wind up. And the 2-2 pitch, inside for ball three, and the count is full on Freddie Freeman. Wind up, and the 3-2 pitch, lone inside for ball four, and there's a runner on for the cleanup hitter. Will Smith, the catcher. Batting righty here. Wind up, and the pitch did not go. Oh, he did go. And that's strike one. It'll win the count. Brandon looks over at the runner at first. Is set. Wind up, and the 0-1 pitch is high and a bit outside for ball one. Wind up, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, drilled fair. That's going to be a base hit. And that could advance the runner from first to third, and it looks like it will. In the corners for Max Muncy now. Dodgers threatening. So that hit was in the right field line. Max Muncy batting lefty here. And the first pitch is lone inside for ball one. So after getting 2 outs on 5 pitches, Dodgers have a hit and a walk on 10 more here in the first. And the pitch swung on, foul. First base side. 1-1. Yo, what's up, Clasher? There you go, man. Wind up, and the 1-1 pitch is very high for ball two. 2-1 count. I'll see if we can do free carry Friday tomorrow. I don't know. I'll be on the road very early tomorrow morning. So like 4 a.m. Yeah, I'm planning on it. And the 2-1 pitch is outside for ball 3. Set. Wind up, and the 3-1 pitch swung on, fouled off. Third base side. Count is full. Maybe a truck's next man. Nice. Full count. Runners in the corners. Wind up. And the pitch swung on. Hit right to the first baseman who's going to charge to the bag and get the out. And Fart gets himself out of a bit of a jam. Yoshinobu Yamamoto coming up for the Dodgers. Oh, we got some thunder out there, it sounds like. Is it raining? I'm gonna check if it's raining real quick. Doesn't look like it. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, it's raining. We got some thunder. Thunderstorm here. Here come the DBacks in the bottom half of the first. There's some more. Damn, that was a long one. What she said. Got him. Got him. For good 4 or 5 seconds. God, I really hope we can pull off a win today. How far back on the division are we right now? Let's take a look. Oh, let's take a look at scores around the league as well, actually. The Phillies and the Rays are tied at 5 in the bottom of the ninth in Tampa. It's the bottom of the ninth in Atlanta, and the Braves are tied at 4 with the Reds there as well. Bottom of the first in Anaheim, no score between the Angels and the Blue Jays. Everything else is a final. The Twins beat the Orioles 5-2. The Red Sox beat the Rangers 5-0 in Boston. The Royals shut out the White Sox 10. Ooh, I saw that lightning. I was right there. They beat them 10-0. The Tigers beat the Rockies twice today, 10-2 and 11-1. Poor Rockies, man. Wind up and the pitch swung on. Corbin Carroll. Oh, that's a strong hop, but the throw across is in time. And there's the thunder. So as that's scores around the league, there's 1 pitcher, 1 out now for Shinobu Yamamoto, Dodgers pitcher. It's Ketel Marte takes ball 1 outside. Wind up and the 1-0 pitch just catches that outside edge for strike 1. Set. Wind up and the 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. 2 on the count. Set. Wind up and the 2-1 pitch just on that bottom edge, and that's strike 2. And pitches outside. 2-2 the count. Wound up, and the 3-2 pitch swung on, and it's hit right down the line to the first baseman, who tags the bag. 2 down quickly here in the DBacks, half of the first. Where's my lightning? Here's Pavin. And bounces in front of the plate. 1-0 the count. Wind up, and the 1-0 pitch just catches that inside edge. Barely caught it. 1-1 the count. Wind up, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Wind up, and the 1-2 pitch swung on right back to the pitcher, who catches it off of a hop and tosses. The third out of the inning. 1-2-3 go to the DBacks. Some more thunder out there. More thunder. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, skied shallow right, and the catch will be made by Corbett Carroll. 1 down. Wind up, and the pitch just catches that outside bottom edge, but they don't, or corner, but they don't give it to him. Is that gonna be how it is today, Mr. Ump? 1-0 the count. 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Some more thunder out there. Wound up in the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, skied. Foul. Third base side. 2-1. Come on, Snakes. 2 on the count. Wind up. And the 2-1 pitch. In there for strike 2 looking. There's some more lightning out there. Pitch swung on, well hit to center field. Alec Thomas going back, and he makes a catch at the warning track. 2 down. Lightning out there. Wind up. And the pitch. Alone inside for ball 1 to Ha-Sung Kim. Batting lefty. Pitch swung on, fouled off. Third base side, 1-1 the count. Up the 1 pitch, swing, and a miss, strike 2. Fastball outside. 1-2 the count. And the pitch, stay, right 3, caught him looking. Broke back in. And it's been a quick 9 outs to start out the ballgame. Here comes Gino. Actually, no. Gino's on deck at the moment. Gabby's in the hole. I don't know who's up next. Here come the Snakes in the bottom of the second. There we go. Josh Naylor here, batting lefty. Wind up. And the pitch outside for ball 1. Wind up and the 1-0 pitch. Swing! And a miss for Josh. Strike one. Wind up and the 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Well hit. Coming in left field and making the catch. Here's Conforto. One down here in the second. Here comes Gino. Hitting 197 with 10 homers. Wind up and the pitch. Alone outside for ball one. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung on. Foul back. 1-1. Wind up and the 1-1 pitch. Oh my goodness. Guess it barely caught that inside edge for 1 and 2. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Appreciate you. Swung on. Well hit and short. Popped up and catch is made for out number 2. Here's Gabby. Wind up and the pitch. Outside for ball one. One pitch is outside for ball two. To a pitch, so on fouled off, and it's 2-1. My Thunder out there. Wind up. And the 2-1 pitch swung on. That's a base hit up the middle. First hit of the night for the D-backs with 2 down here in the second. Lotus coming to the plate. Pitch, swing, and a miss, and he loses his bat. It goes flying. Down the third base line, he's batting lefty. I think it went flying majestically. Yeah, had some great launch angle on it. There we go. He's got his bat back. Went up and pitch is outside for ball one. 1 in the count. On 1 pitch, outside for ball two. Swing and a miss. Strike two. So correction, he is batting righty. He lost it down the third baseline. Kind of chucked it this way. Doing to the count. Wind up. And the pitch swung on. It's a grounder and it clears the first baseman for another base hit for the DBacks. Al Thomas coming up, maybe? Yes, sir. 295 with no homers on the year, 13 RBIs. And pitch. Low and outside for ball one. Well set. Wind up and the 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing. Does not go. Low and inside. Ball two. 2-0 the count. Set. Wind up and the 2-0 pitch. Just out. Oh, it's called a strike. It was outside. And it's 2-1. That's a third missed call against the D-backs today. Third called strike, I should say. That was not in the zone. 2-1 the count. Inside. Should have been ball four, but instead it's 3-1. First and second, we have 2 down here for the Snakes. And the 3-1 pitch is low and inside. What? They said he went. I don't know. I wasn't really looking at that. I was more looking at the location. The count is full now. Unbelievable. 3-2, swing and a miss. Unbelievable. Heading to the top of the third instead of having the bases loaded with 2 down. That was horrible. Well, whatever. Hey, it's Randy Johnson. It's the anniversary of his 20 strikeout game. Wind up and pitch swung on, blasted high center field. That one could be out of here. And oh, Al Thomas makes a jumping catch. What a play! Another loud flyout for the Dodgers. Sprinting, jumps into the wall. What a play. One down. Here's Shohei. Wind up and the pitch. Stay, rock one inside edge. Swung on, popped up. Way high. Left fielder. Lourdes makes the catch. Two down. Pitch, stay, rock one. Or down the middle. Actually, no, it's not. It's middle outside third. Wind up and the 0-1 is way outside. Good stop by Gabby. Mookie Betts at the plate. Batting ready. Pitch. Low for ball two. 2-1. No. Nope. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up, back behind the plate. Out of play. 2-2 count. Two pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle for a base hit. Run on first, but every single base runner has come with 2 outs so far today. Wind up and the pitch swung on, skied, foul. It's back and looks like it's way out of play. Gabby went chasing after it. Freddie Freeman batting lefty, counted his own line. Set. Lined up, and the pitch from Phil is struck hard. It looks like it's heading towards the line, and Lourdes will make the catch in foul territory. And that will be the inning. Well, been a little bit frustrating so far. I feel like there have been 4 missed calls that have gone against the D-backs, so none against the Dodgers so far, though. Here comes Jerry. Batting lefty, wind up, and the pitch from Yamamoto is breaking ball high. 1-0. These D-backs with 30 RBIs. Shortstop. Geraldo Perdomo swung on, fouled off third base side, and it's 1-1. One up, and the 1-1 outside ball 2. Wind up, and the 2-1 swung on, fouled off once again, third base side, 2-2. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on, hit up the middle, and that gets by the shortstop. Leadoff runner on for the D-backs, Geraldo Perdomo. Thank you for having. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. One on it first for the D-backs. Here's Corbin Carroll. Was a 1 pitch out earlier, and he takes strike 1 right down the middle. Here we go. The set. Wind up, and the 0-1 is alone outside. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. Nobody out. Runner on first for the D-backs. Set, wind up, and the 1-1 from Yamamoto swung on, and it's right to the first baseman who throws, gets the first out, cannot get Corbin. And there's 1 down, and Corbin is now the base runner. First 1 down for the Saints now. Ketel Marte at the plate. Batting lefty. And the pitch, stay, rock one breaking ball right down the middle. Still grounded out in the first. Wind up, and the 0-1 is a little low for ball one. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, grounded right to the first second baseman who throws, gets one, and gets two. And that will be the inning. Heading into the fourth, it's 0-0 DBacks and Dodgers. Cotton candy. Cotton candy blizzard. And pitch. Outside for ball one from Brandon Pfaadt. Here's Will Smith. Batting righty. He singled in the first. And the pitch is not really competitive outside for ball two. Wind up, and the 2-0 pitch. Outside for ball three. Same spot. Missed away 3 straight times. And the 3-0. Strike one at the knee. 3-1. Wind up, and the 3-1. Strike two. Inner third right down the middle. Wind up, and the 3-2 swung on, skied foul, and the count stays full. Smith. Wind up, and the 3-2 inside. I was called a strike on us earlier. We're on first. It was close. Not quite in the zone. Max Muncy, batting lefty. Right on first, nobody down for the Dodgers. Wound up, and the pitch swung on, fouled back underneath the catcher, and it's 0-1. What's that? Wind up, and the 0-1 is high for ball one. Wind up, and the 1-1 swung on, fouled off third base side, and it's 1-2, 1 Max Muncy. Fought it. 50 pitches here in the fourth. Nobody out. And the pitch swung on. Foul back. 1-2. Wind up, and the 1-2 is taken low. It's 2-2. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on. It's a jam shot. Domo makes the catch. Shallow center. One down. This is a sick hat. Coming on the 18th, the common hype hat. It's got DBacks under the brim. Wind up, and pitches just high for ball one. Fajes, right fielder at the plate. He's over 1-0. Wind up, and the 1-0 swung on, popped up in foul territory. Josh Naylor going over and can't make the catch in the D-backs dugout. He drops it. He was right at the steps. Didn't want to fall down. Definitely catchable ball. In and out of the glove. Definitely catchable. 1-1. Wind up, and the pitch. Oh, they're going to call it a foul tip. It was a strike either way. At least it should have been. No volume? Who are you going for? Going for the D-backs, baby. Snakes alive. So I'm wearing red today. Runner takes the lead. And pitch communication difficulty or mound meeting with the catcher for whatever reason. Brandon's at 56 pitches with 1 out here in the fourth. 1 out at first for the Dodgers. Wind up and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nice sinker. Were they pitching anyone decent? Yeah, Brandon Pfaadt. It's one of the best pitchers we have. It's tied for the league lead with wins. And the first pitch is outside. Oh, who are they pitching? They're pitching Yamamoto, who's 4-2 on the year. He's pretty good. I mean, 3 shutouts so far, so. Here's Conforto. 1-0 the count. 2 down. 1 on at first. 1 up and the pitch. Stay right 1 outside edge. To the lefty. Wind up and the 1-1 is very high. 2. The set. Wind up and the 2-1 swung on, and oh, what a catch by Ketel Marte! Right in the gap between first and second, he jumps and makes a spectacular play to rob them of a base hit, and we are headed to the home half of the 4th. So, umpires made all the calls right against the Dodgers. Against the D-backs, he's missed 4 in Los Angeles' favor. So, that kind of sucks. And that was after we had runners on at first and second with 2 down. Now in the last 2 half innings, each team has had a runner aboard with nobody out and hasn't been able to move them. D-backs after hitting into a force out and then a double play and then a strikeout and I think a fly out and a line out for the Dodgers after a walk. Here goes Faven. Sounds like roommates home. Wind up and the pitch outside for ball 1. Welcome back. Wind up and the 1-0 outside for ball 2. What the frick did you get?
My mom bought it. It fits the packet.
Wind up and the 2-0 is outside for ball 3 on Pavin. Wind up and the 3-0 steer like 1 outside 3rd. Wind up and the 3-1 just catches that. Bottom edge for strike one, and the count is full on Pavin. Wound up, and the 3-2 swung on, fouled off first base side, Shopper. And it stays full. Wind up. And the 3-2. Outside for ball four, and Pavin works a walk. Once again, leadoff batter's on for the DBacks. Here comes Josh Naylor. Flat to left last time up. Wind up, and the first pitch is on there for strike one. Fastball in the middle. Damn, Dodgers have won the first game in the last 15 times we played a regular season series. Wind up, and the 0-1 is that type of ball one. Wind up, and the 1-1 is lone inside for ball two. Two on the count. Wind up. And the pitch swung on, and it's hit right up the middle. Oh, he makes a diving play, but they lose the ball. Everybody's safe, and there's two on for the D-backs with nobody out. A great diving play by the second baseman. Or no, sorry, the shortstop. The second baseman couldn't catch the ball after a bad toss by the shortstop. It was behind him. And the D-backs look like they might have something cooking here in the fourth. Gino to fly out in the second. Set, wind up, and the pitch swung on, and it's well hit foul. Third base side. A little bit ahead of it. Oh, on the count. And the 0-1 swung on foul third base line, and the pitch that was slightly inside 0-2. Nails at first. Pavin's at second. The windup and the 0-2 pitch is whoa! It hits him, and the bases are loaded with nobody down here for the Snakes. Yeah, it caught Suarez on the elbow and it bounced off and hit Will Smith in the mask. Mound meeting for the Dodgers. Bases loaded. Nobody out here in the fourth. Here we go. Bases loaded. Nobody out for the DBacks. Gabriel Moreno up to the plate. Wind up, and the pitch is outside for ball one. Gabby's 1-for-1 with a single earlier. In the second. 1-0 the count. Wind up, and the pitch. Low and outside for ball two. Good eye by Gabby. Actually, that one probably wasn't low. It was probably just outside. It would have caught the zone if it was a bit more in. 2-0 the count. Wind up, and the pitch. Swung on. That's well hit. That's well hit in the right. And it's out of here. It's a grand slam for Gabriel Moreno. He's first of the year. And it's 4-0 Diamondbacks. Let's go, baby! His first homer of the year, and it couldn't have come at a better time against a better team. Fastball center cut. Third home run in 8 starts allowed for Yamamoto. Snake's alive, baby! Here's Lourdes. Cat just barely catches that outside edge. For strike one. He gets a hug from Torrey. And the pitch is inside the strike zone. Catches that inside edge for strike two. They're chanting "Beat LA," and Gurriel struck out on 3 pitches. 1 down. Beat LA! Beat LA! Damn, that was the first plate appearance for Yamamoto this season with the bases loaded. Unbelievable. It's also his first earned runs allowed after the 3rd inning for him this season. Strike one. Outside third to Alec Thomas. Dodgers gonna come back? We'll see! Wind up, and the pitch. And it's low for ball one. 1-1 the count. Alec is 0-for-1, struck out in the second. Wind up, and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. And the pitch outside for ball two. Count is back even on Alec Thomas. Hey, you're a bit ahead of me. You're a bit ahead of me. Don't spoil it. Wind up, and the 2-2 swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wind up, and the pitch. Swing! Oh. Maybe I'm caught up now? I don't know. Two down. 69 pitches. Nice. Wind up, and the first one is in there for strike one. Inside edge. Wind up, and the 0-1. Low and outside for ball one. Wind up and the 1-1 swung on chopper right to the shortstop. Sorry, second baseman who makes a catch and tosses it to the first baseman. And that's the inning. You get a free shake with the DQ out when he hits a grand slam, I guess. That's cool. Brandon Pfaadt pitching to Ha-Seong Kim here, batting lefty. Wind up. Here comes, and it's called. That's the first pitch they've missed against the Dodgers today. Just outside, but it's called strike one. Wind up. And the pitch is just outside again. That's the second that he's missed in a row. 0-2 the count. Wind up, and the 0-2 pitch swung on, fouled off back behind the plate. Nobody knows where it went back there, and it's still 0-2. Memorial Day Poppy Cap. That looks pretty sick too, damn. Lest we something on the side. Wind up, and the 0-2 swing and a miss struck him out reaching. And there's one down here in the fifth. Wind up, and the pitch in there for strike one. Wind up, and the 0-1 pitch in there for strike two. Outman here. Name I've never heard. Wind up, and the 0-2 pitch. Steer, right three, caught him looking. Oh, 3 times. And there's 2 down. Here comes Shohei. Wind up, and pitch inside for ball one. It's Shohei, 0 for 2. Wind up and the pitch. Catches that outside edge for strike one. 1 on the count. Wind up and the 1-1 swung on and it's caught by Ketel Marte on a hop and the throw is in time. What a play and what a game Ketel has had on defense. Heading to the bottom of the fifth. Snakes lead, 4-0. Check the scores around the league real quick. For the fourth in Anaheim, Angels lead 4-2 on the Blue Jays. Everything else is a final. The Twins beat the Orioles 5-2. The Red Sox beat the Rangers 5-0 in Boston. In Kansas City, the Royals blanked the White Sox 10-0, and in Colorado twice today, the Tigers destroyed the Rockies 10-2 and 11-1. In 10 innings, the Phillies beat the Rays 7-6, and in 11, the Braves beat the Reds 5-4. Here we go, DBacks, set the plate, we're back. Wind up. And leadoff pitch to Corbin is in there for strike one. Corbin's over 2 tonight. Wind up and the pitch is shot back. And it's up 2 on Corbin. And the 0-2 swung on, fouled off. Fouled back, I should say. 0-2. Wind up, and the 0-2 pitch is high for ball one. Set. Wind up, and the 1-2 pitch. Alone, that's high for ball two. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on, and it's foul. First baseline. 2 to the count. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on, drilled foul first base side once again. Count stays 2-2. And the 2-2 outside for ball three, and the count is full on Corbin Carroll. Yamamoto is up to 80 pitches here. Nobody out in the fifth. Wind up. And the 3-2 is just catching that outside, the bottom, edge. And they struck him out. Corbin thought he had a free base, but nope. It caught it. Strike line, it's a strike. Wind up. And it does have a ball one. Are you cheering for the D-backs? Yes, sir. We're up 4-0. Sam Marte had a couple stunning defensive plays earlier. And that pitch is bottom, outside corner, just catches it. Right call from the ump. Strike one. 1-1 the count. Wind up, and the 1-1 swung on. It's drilled. It could go, and it's just over the wall, and it's out of here. Gatel Marte solo home run, his first of the year. And the D-backs are running in circles around the Dodgers. You like the Padres? Nah, I'm a Chargers fan. Or sorry, no. I mean, I like them. Sorry, I like the Padres. I want to beat them, but I'd rather they win the division than the Dodgers. So I don't know why I started thinking about football for a second there. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm cool with the Padres. I like them. I like their story. I like their story, especially last year. Wind up and pitches outside for ball one. I'd rather the Padres win the division than the Dodgers, even though I'm a Chargers fan. And I do like Ohtani, but I'd be happier for San Diego. And it's right up the middle, right to the shortstop, up with the ball. Throw to first is in time. 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth. I actually didn't really like the Padres until I watched what's his name? John Boy's video on them. I think it was John Boy. Maybe it was Baseball Doesn't Exist on like the Padres kind of story of last year. And I'm like, you know what? They're cool now. I'm cool with them. I like them. Unless you're playing us, then all bets are off. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, and it's a grounder. Foul. Chopper just out of the first base line. Naylor, single in the fourth, and a run. Scored on Jerry's granny. Sorry, not Jerry's granny. It was Gabby's granny. Swung on, Chopper right back to the mound, up with the ball to throw, and he's out before he gets halfway to first. Heading to the top of the sixth. Been a fun one so far. Alright, here we go. We are back. We're 14 home runs and 5 RBIs in Double A, I think it is. They won 7-4. That's the DBacks farm team. Pitch, stay like one right down Broadway. Ryan fought up to 72 pitches here in the top of the sixth. Mookie Betts, batting righty. Wind up, and the 0-1 is strike. Oh, they missed the call. Wow, it's been a strike all night, man, and it caught the line. That's 5 missed calls now against the D-backs, only 2 that have gone against the Dodgers. Wind up, and the 1-1, and it's outside and low for ball 2. Wind up, and the 2-1 pitch swung on. It's hit well into center. But coming in is Alec, and he'll be able to make the play. 1 down. Looks good coming off the bat, but was hit too high and not far enough. Got under it. Here comes Freddie Fermi. 0 for 1 with a walk in the first. Swung on, drilled. It's off the diving glove of Josh Naylor and it trickles into right for a base hit. Josh has dropped a couple today. Oof. Oh, no, he didn't drop that one. It was just off the tip of his glove. He didn't really have a chance. Runner on first, 1 down now. Will Smith, batting fourth and batting righty. Wind up, and the pitch, stay, right one, right down Broadway. So there's somebody up in the Dodger bullpen right now. Wind up, and, oh wait, sorry, that's I'm looking at the bullpen. Wind up and pitch, swing, and it's fouled off underneath Gabby. I was looking at the bullpen and I'm like, oh shit, they're showing a weird angle. And it was the bullpen. Sorry about that, guys. 0-2 the count on Smith. Will Smith, that is. 2 Smiths in the game tonight, 1 on each side. Wind up, and the 0-2 is way outside, not competitive, and it's 1-2. Wind up, and the 1-2 swung on, and that's hit well into right. And Corbin running over makes a sliding catch, and the runner has to go back to first. What a play by Corbin Carroll. 2 down here in the 6th. 2 down. It was slicing away from him, and he just made a nice sliding catch in that back corner just in front of the warning track. Wind up, and it's just low on the inside edge. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Max Muncy at the plate. Batting lefty, wind up, and the pitch is same spot, just a bit low. 2-0. Set, wind up, and the 2-0 pitch just outside for ball 3. All 3 pitches have been really close, though. Inches out of the zone. Wind up, and the 3-0 pitch right down. Well, it's not right down the middle, but it's upper outside thirds for strike one. 3-1 to count. Set. Wind up, and the 3-1 pitch swung on, and it's. Oh! Diving over it is Ketel Marte. Runners will advance. First and third. It's a base hit up the middle. 2 down, runners on the corners. That's another hit for the Dodgers. He dove right over it, it looked like. Thought he had a play on it. Oh, he had to go running over. Yeah, he dove a little bit over it, but he was quite a ways away from that one off the bat. And that's the 4th hit of the game for the Dodgers. Fox at 85 pitches now. Runners on the corners with 2 down here in the 6th. Wind up and pitch just outside for ball 1. Five at the plate. Batting righty is 0 for 2. Wind up and the pitch. Swing! And a miss at a breaking ball low and outside. And it's 1-1. One and one the count. And the pitch swung on, and it's drilled just foul third base side. And it's 1-2. Batter calls time. 1-2. Runners on the corners with 2 down here in the top of the 6th for the Dodgers. So we're down 5-0 at the moment. Brandon Pfaadt at 88 pitches. Wind up and the 1-2 swing and a miss struck him out, and that is the end of the inning. Five, and it's third 5.5, I guess. 6.5. I was gonna say through 5 the DBacks have 5, but it's not really through 5 for both sides. It's through 5.5. 6th time coming up for the D-backs now. Bottom of the 6th. Oh, I have to change the quarter. A check on the scores around the league. The only game other than this one still going is the Blue Jays and the Angels in Anaheim, where the Angels lead 4-3. Earlier today, the Twins beat the Orioles 5-2. In Milwaukee, the Red Sox shut out the Rangers 5-0. The Royals in Kansas City blanked the White Sox 10-0. And in Colorado, there were 2 games today. The Tigers 10-2 and 11-1 beat the Rockies. And in extras today, Philadelphia beat Tampa Bay 7-6 after 10. And in 11, the Braves beat the Reds 5-4. Here's Gino. Wind up, and oh, it's well hit. It's down the line and fair into the corner, and that's extra bases for Gino. Runner on at second, leadoff hit for the Snakes. Saw it first pitch and swung at it. Low in the zone. Sent it off the pole in the corner on a bounce, actually. Or maybe it was 2 bounces. Dreyer is a new pitcher for the Dodgers. He's a rookie. Left-hander here. And it's Gabby Moreno at the plate. And the pitch catches the top of the zone, but they don't call it. That's the third call that's been wrong against the Dodgers today. It's 5 for the DBacks. It's 2-1 on the season with a 3.32 ERA. And it's 1-0 to Gabby. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's ball 2. So Yamamoto's out after 5. The set. Wind up, and the pitch just inside for ball 3, and it's 3-0. Wind up, and the 3-0 pitch right down Broadway for strike 1. 3-1 the count. Wind up, and 3-1, swung on foul back, and the count is full on Gabby. .377-foot homers for Gabby earlier, and he will call time with a runner on second, nobody out, and the count full. DBacks hit 5 grand slams this season, most in the majors. It's a good stat to be leading in. Wind up, and the 3-2 pitch swung on, well hit center, and going back, and the catch is made. Gino's heading for third. The throw is going to be cut off by the shortstop, and the DBacks advance the runner. One for 2. Lourdes coming up to the plate. Single in the second. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, foul back off the tip of the bat. It is 0-1 on Lourdes. He's batting righty. Runner on third, 1 down. And the 0-1 pitch is low, swung at it. Strike 2. In the dirt. Missed badly. And it's 0-2. George. Lourdes calls time and steps back in. Well, set. Wind up, and the 0-2, and it's low for ball 1, 1-2. Didn't go over that one. One and 2 the count. Wind up, and the pitch swung on and missed. Struck him out. Foul tip. And there's 2 down. Alec Thomas at the plate. Low for two strikeouts. Wind up. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. Wind up. And the 1-0. Whoa! It's over his head. Catcher saved a run right there. 2-0 the count. Wind up, and the pitch to Alec is swung on. It's hit right to the first baseman who's able to cover the bag, and that will be the inning. Stranded the leadoff double. Still 5-0 D-backs heading to the 7th. Dodgers upcoming schedule. Sorry, D-backs upcoming schedule. 3 more against the Dodgers in Arizona, then on the road for 3 in San Fran, then a day off, and 3 at home against the Rockies. Hopefully we sweep that one. Then, directly after that, 3 more on the road in Los Angeles where the Dodgers game. Brutal stretch for the D-backs here recently. And pitch. Brandon Pfaadt's back out there, and tops off for ball 1. "90 pitches for Brandon. Wind up, and 91st is just low for ball 1, 2. Sorry, for ball 2, 2-0. Wind up, and the 2-0 is just outside for ball 3. Michael Conforto at the plate, batting lefty. Jalen Beeks in the bullpen. Beeks! Wind up, and the 3-0 steer, right going right down Broadway. Wind up, and the 3-1 swung on, fouled off his foot. And the count is now full on Conforto. D-backs, it's our first game against the National League West here on May 8th. The Cubs have already played 23 games against our division so far. Wind up, and the 3-2 pitch is bounced to the catcher, and there's a runner on first to lead off. for the Dodgers. What up? And the pitch, swing, and a miss from Ha-Sung Kim, batting lefty. And it's 0-1. Brandon's at 96 pitches now. Kim is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And up, and the 0-1 pitch. Bottom corner, it caught it, but they didn't get the call. And that's the 6th missed call against the DBacks today. 3 against the Dodgers. 1-1 the count. Wind up, and the pitch, swing, and a miss, strike 2. Wind up, and the 1-2 pitch, a swing, and a miss, struck him out for the 3rd time today. And there's 1 down here in the 7th. Brandon's at 99 pitches. His next at bat will tie his career high, his yearly high. And they're taking him out. 2 starts ago, he had 100 pitches. Today, he's got 99 against the Dodgers. Woo! Let's go, Brandon! In line for a league-leading 6th win of the year. Jalen Beeks going to be coming up for the DBacks. He's been pretty good this year. Waiting for the ads to end. Jalen Beeks, lefty, coming out to the mound. He's 1-0. 6 walks, 18 strikeouts on the year, 17 games. Kike Hernandez now batting for the Dodgers. Takes a pitch low for ball 1. Sorry, Enrique Hernandez. I don't know where I got Kike from. I think that used to be a Dodger. Wind up and the 1-0 pitch. High and outside for ball 2. Wind up and the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at an inside fastball. Actually, no, he foul tipped it into the glove. For strike 1. Shohei is on deck. Wound up and the 2-1 swing and a miss for strike two. That was right over the middle top third of the plate. Two to the count. And the 2-2 is in the dirt, bounces away from catcher, but he's able to block it. Count is full. One up and the 3-2 just catches that inside edge for strike three. Caught him looking. And there's two down. Shohei coming up to the plate. Here comes Ohtani, 0 for 3 tonight. Wind up and pitch. He catches that bottom outside corner, and that's strike one. Beautifully pitched ball by Beeks. Shohei's homered in 4 of his last 8 games. Wind up and pitch is high and outside for ball 1-1. Wind up and the 1-1 swing and a miss for strike two. Shohei calls time. Wound up and the 1-2 swing and a miss struck him out, and that will retire the side. Jalen Beeks, face 2, struck both of them out. And that's 3 Ks in the inning for the Snakes. Ah. Yep. They're interviewing Fought right now, who got through 6 in the third, allowed 4 hits and no runs, 3 walks and 6 strikeouts. Wind up and the pitch to Jerry is high for ball 1. Wind up and the 1-0 pitch swung on, and it's well hit for Geraldo. That'll get down over to the wall, and Jerry's got a double. He could go for third, and he won't. Makes a turn and stops. And that's a leadoff double for the DBacks. Jerry's 8th of the season. Wind up. And pitch is low for ball one. Corbin Carroll. 1/3, ground out, fielder's choice, and a strikeout. And the 1-0 pitch, low and outside for ball two. Dryer still up there, pitching lefty. Corbin batting lefty. 2-0 the count. The set. Wind up and the pitch. Swung on and it's skied. Shallow center. He'll make the catch and the runner will not go. One down, runner at second still for the Snakes. They've had 2 leadoff doubles tonight. Stranded the first one at third. After getting in there with 1 out, and Ketel Marte coming off the plate with first home run of the season earlier today. Solo shot. 1 for 3 in the game. And they're going to give him a free base. First and second now for the DBacks. And they're saying Pavin's headed back to the dugout, and here comes Randall Grichuk. .222 average this year. No homers, 6 RBIs in 25 games. Here we go. Oh, never mind. Having a mound meeting. My bad. Forgot. Every time you switch hitters, you gotta get a mound meeting. Alright, here we go. Jerry at second. Ketel Marte at first. 1 down. Here in the 7th for the DBacks. We lead 5-0. Wind up and the pitch. Stay. Strike one. Over the plate inside third. Set, wind up, and the 0-1 swing, and a miss. Strike two. Wind up, and the 0-2, and it's low for ball one. And the 1-2 swung on. It's grounded right to third. Steps on the bag. The throw over to first is in plenty of time, and that will end the inning. DBacks strand both leadoff doubles so far today. Front half of the 8th. Juan Mario. He was drafted by the Dodgers, and they released him last year. DBacks picked him up for this season. Wound up and pitch, strike one, outside edge. Mario's been pretty solid this year. Wound up in the 0-1. It's in there at 100 for strike two, outside edge once again. Wound up in the 0-2, outside for ball one. Wound up and the 1-2 pitch is in there in front of the catcher for ball two. And even on Mookie Betts, batting righty, Mario pitching righty.
Yeah, it's showing the Dodgers are good.
Yep. 2-2 the count. Wind up and the pitch swung on, off the end of the bat. Foul back. Stays 2-2.
It's funny, the Diamondbacks only have a few hits, so I do that.
We have eight. We have eight.
Oh.
Pitch swung on and it's golfed
I guess
into
they
left.
stranded most of those.
He was stranded most of them.
Wasn't the Grand Slam based on like mostly walks and hit by pitch?
One walk, one hit by pitch, and a single. And a homer, I believe. That's another hit for the Dodgers. Here we go. One runner on. Nobody out. Wind up and the pitch. Outside for ball one. Here's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2. Walk and a single. 365 on the year. Wind up and the 1-0 pitch is low at 100 miles an hour. Ball two. To another count. And the pitch is low for ball three. Oh, it's called a strike. That's the fourth missed call on the Dodgers tonight. Diamondbacks have 6 missed against them. 2-1 the count. Wind up and the 2-1, and it's high for ball three. Wind up and the 3-1 swung on, fouled off his foot, and the count is full. Wound up, and the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's one down. Inside third, right over the plate. Thigh high pitch. Just swung right under it. And there's one down here in the 8th. Frillo shakes him off twice. Set. Wound up, and the pitch is in there. Bottom third for strike one. On Will Smith, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Single and a walk. Wound up, and the 0-1 is outside for ball one. Wound up, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, and it's grounded for a base hit. Into left field between the shortstop and third baseman. First and second for the Dodgers. One down here in the 8th. A mound meeting. First and second, one down. Max Muncy at the plate. This is 1 for 3 with the singles. Stay right. Oh, they didn't get the call, and that's the 7th missed call against the DBacks today. And the 1-0 pitch is high and outside for ball 2. Incomplete at second. Will Smith at first. 2-0 count. Wind up. And the pitch. Caught the bottom of the strike zone at 100. 2-1 the count. Wind up, and the 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled off third base side. And it's 2-2. Excuse you. Two and two the count. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, and it's skied foul back behind the plate. Two and two the count. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, fouled off third base side. Stays 2-2. Rillo shaking him off. He's set. Wind up, and the 2-2 swung on. It's hit well, center field. And it's to the wall, and it bounces over for a ground rule double. 1 run will score. Second and third with 1 down here in the 8th. Kevin Ginkel warming up in the bullpen. Has the hitter. Over 3 on the day, batting righty. Wind up, and the pitch swung on, and that's a hit. 2 will score. Nope, they stop him at third actually, and it's 2-5.
The fact they didn't have someone warming up quicker.
Well, I mean, until a couple batters, like until a couple minutes ago, it was 1 out, runner on first because he struck someone out. Welcome back. Conforto at the plate. Batting lefty, wind up, swung on, foul. Third base side.
Conforto. My childhood crush.
What?
Dude was my childhood crush.
I see. Wind up, and the 0-1 in there for a strike, too, right down the middle, bottom third. Just set. Wind up, and the 0-2 swung on, and got one, and cannot turn to. They do! It looks like a double play for now. Let's take a look at it. Cattell with a beautiful jumping throw to second to get the runner, and at first they got him! He's out of there! They're challenging it. And he's out! It's really close, but it's not gonna. It shouldn't be enough to overturn it. Yeah, if he hits the bag with the front of his foot, he probably would have been safe. I don't think it's going to be enough to overturn it. It shouldn't. It catches, yeah, he's out. He's out. Seven calls wrong against the DBacks today on balls and strikes. 4 on the Dodgers.
Is that Dodgers home?
No, it's in Arizona. There are a ton of blue jerseys on the first base side, though. He's out. It's confirmed. And that's the inning. Dodgers lose their challenge. And the D-backs keep the damage to 2. Got a Dodgers fan in the chat. He's not going to be happy about that one. Heading to the V8. Snakes 5, Dodgers 2. I've been hit call now. What a play by Cattell Marte. What a day he's been having. 3 amazing plays. And a homer, of course. Can't forget that one. Solo homer in the 5th.
Damn, Phillies have been on a tear right now.
Yeah, they won in extras today.
They're 8-2 in their last time. And they're only game and a half back from the Mets now.
Yep. Having a series against the D-backs will do that to you.
We tied them.
Yeah, but
we won this last series. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you lost in 3 the first time. And they only played us once, and they won in 3.
And we swept them.
That was weeks ago, bro. You live in the past. That's crazy.
I mean, we play the Cubs tomorrow.
Oh, you're cooked.
We're
Damn.
completely cooked.
Yeah.
They're 5-5 for the last point. They're not hot right now.
I don't know about that. They still have the most runs in the majors, if I'm not wrong.
We kept the Diamondbacks pretty well on runs.
What do we have? 2, 4, 4.
There was
4.
only one game where you guys won above 5.
Yeah, it was one game where we had, I think, 7. Maybe it was 5. Maybe it was exactly 5. I can't remember if we scored after that. No, I think I'm thinking of your last game. Yeah, I'm thinking of your last game. You guys got 7.
Yeah.
But we scored 4 or more in more than half of the games. In 2/3 of the games. Josh Naylor at the plate. Batter violation. They started him out with a strike. What are we doing? Starting him out with a strike. And it's fouled off third base side. And it's instantly 0-2 on Josh Naylor. And the 0-1 is... What? Oh, they said it was a pitcher violation.
The Tigers are killing it right now.
They're playing the Rockies, I would say that.
No, their record is great.
You see their scores today, bro?
What was it?
They won 10-2 and 11-1. And the grounder off the tip of the bat, throw is in time.
It's not saying much against it.
Yeah, I know.
It's like beating a dead dog.
They probably swept them, honestly. 1 down here in the 8th. V8 for the D-backs. Hey, Eugenio Suarez, 1 for 2 on the day. Wind up, and the pitch is just catches the top of the zone, but that's the 5th missed pitch called against the Dodgers today. Gino, a hit by pitch, a double and a run. Pitch swung on, and that's right to the shortstop, who's going to be up with the ball. The throw to first is in plenty of time. And there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th for the Snakes.
You have an Uber planned?
Yep.
I can't believe you got your date wrong.
Stay right down the middle. Oh yeah, I have to ask your dad to help me get it set up before tomorrow's game at 9 p.m. I think.
My dad's not coming until next week.
Yeah, I know, but I can still. You can call him. I said that's why I said call him, and it's fouled off. Third base side, 0-2 the count. Gabby, 2 for 3, a single and a slam. And the pitch swung on. That's going to be golfed into center. Gabby, 3 for 4 on the day. Here's Lourdes. Wind up, and the pitch is low for ball 1. Yeah, Lourdes is always wearing purple, bro. He used to have his hair be purple. Gloves are purple. Armband is purple.
I think we know his favorite color.
Yeah. Pitch right down the middle for strike 1 on Lourdes. 1 on the count. Wind up, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that's grounded right to the shortstop, who tosses it to second and gets the out. Heading into the top of the 9th, it's DBacks 5, Dodgers 2. Here we go. Who's on the mound? It is Kevin Gankle. Throwing righty. Four games, 0-0. And it went too fast for me to see anything else. Ha-Sung Kim. Behind the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts against Brandon Father. Wind up and the pitch. Stay right 1 upper third. Beat LA! Beat LA! Beat LA! Wind up and the pitch is inside for ball 1. And that's strike 2 outside edge. 85. 1-2 the count. A set, wind up, and the pitch. Just half ball 2. Wind up, and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, that's well hit. Corbin's there. And there's one out here in the 9th. Wind up, and the pitch. One outside for ball 1. Actually, it looks like it probably just caught the plate there, but it was still a 1-0 count. And the pitch swung on, that's well hit. And charging in is Lourdes, and he'll make the play in shallow left. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Ohtani coming up to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 4 on the day. A B-L-A 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 B-L-A. Pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Ohtani is lined out, grounded out, flied out, and struck out. Wind up, and the 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. B-L-A B-L-A. Swing and miss. Strike 1. B-L-A 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 B-L. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the Dodgers are down to their final strike. B-L-A 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 B-L-A. And Ginkle can't hear the pitch come. There we go. Shakes him off. The set, wind up, and the pitch is high for ball 3, and the count is full on Shohei. Mookie Betts on deck here. A pitch, swung on, fouled off third base side. Count is still full on Shohei. Wind up, and the 3-2 pitch swung on, well hit center. And it's out of here.
Of course it's Ohtani.
Can't be too mad. I like him. He's good at the game. Gotta respect it. And it's 5-3.
I wish he was on my team.
I know, right?
That's why I'm mad at him. Because I'll never be a Met.
Yep.
You guys would have a better chance, but still not much.
Yep. And the pitch. Alone outside for ball 1 from Ginkle. Mookie Betts at the plate, batting righty, 2 for 4. Kevin Ginkle pitching righty. Wind up, and the 1-0 Steve, Rick 1 outside third.
Ohtani does enough.
Yep. Wind up, and the 1-1, and it just missed the low for ball 2. Great take.
That's a good throw.
Yeah.
If I didn't wonder that.
Yeah. Wind up, and the 2-1 swung on. Well hit, center field. Alec coming in, and that's the ball game. And the D-backs win their first series opener against the Dodgers in 15 series, September 2021. But the last time it happened. P-L-A! Brandon Pfaadt's now 6-2. Most wins in the majors, baby. GG's, everyone, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow night for the debut of our Serpientes jerseys.
They won't.
What do you mean?
Aren't you fucking leaving on a...
Yeah, but I'll have it on my iPad.
You'll run out of battery.
What do you mean? It starts at 9. I'll be there by then. I leave at 4 a.m.
Where?
Ohio.
Oh, I think
Skippity Riz Sigma. No.